Alright, welcome to today's Junior PE challenge. This one's called Flip the Towel. It's another throwing game. So you're going to need a towel and something to throw. I've got socks, but you could use a soft toy or maybe a tennis ball if you wanted to make it a little bit harder. Now, for this game, you're going to throw from a certain distance. I'm going to use a cone and we're going to use our point step throw. And then every time I get it on the towel's going to fold in half and we're going to make it a bit harder. And there's another version of the game where you could play against a partner too, or by yourself, where you're trying to have the towel from a distance and then you flip it over to make it further away. So you might start off with your underarm and have to go into your overarm. Let's have a look at both versions and have a go. Okay, so they were my versions of Flip the Towel. So you could see in the first one I was folding it to make it smaller and smaller each time I threw. Maybe as well what I did one time was I missed, so then I folded it back to the bigger size. So you could fold it back and forth and maybe you have to get up to 5 folds to finish the game. You could play against a partner. It could be a race to make it 5 folds. Or you can make it if you miss, you don't fold it back to make it a little bit easier. Then in the second version I did, you notice I was flipping the towel forward and keeping it the same size. So you could make your towel bigger or smaller, depending on how you're going with it. And you could also make it a race to a certain point. So you might have to get the towel to one point to another point in your house or in your backyard or wherever you're playing. And you could verse another person to see who gets there first. So that's my game of Flip the Towel. You could change the ball. So instead of socks, you could use a tennis ball. You could make it that it has to stay on the towel, or you can make it that it just has to touch the towel. So you can change the rules to make it easier or harder, however you enjoy playing. I hope you enjoyed that game and look forward to your replies. See you later.